Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're going to go through an entire tournament to help answer the question of what is the greatest WWE match of all time. It goes without saying that this is just simply my opinion, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to make people angry in the comments section, but I promise you, it's not that big of a deal. If you're in the middle of typing an angry comment, stop and go touch grass. We're going to be using the same tournament format that we've used for previous videos like these, but for this one, we're going to try and go fairly fast because this tournament has 319 different matches available. I guarantee you I haven't watched all of these, so I might be guessing on a couple of them. But we're going to try and go fairly fast through it because if we try to rationalize everything and I try to give explanations on everything, we're going to be here for 3 hours. And I don't know about you, I just simply don't have that time today. As always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications. If you're a wrestling fan, I know that you're going to fall in love with this YouTube channel because we always upload daily wrestling content. And if the daily wrestling content just isn't enough, go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/SantiZap. Over there, you're going to get so much more extra content that we can never post here on YouTube because it would just get blocked due to copyright because we use real footage over there. So go check it out. Link in the description, link in the pinned comment. Let's start this, what's going to be a long video. Okay, so when I went to start the tournament, it wouldn't let me include all 319. So we had to choose 256. So it took 256 of the 319, and we're going to use that for the tournament. But here's our first matchup. We have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, the SummerSlam 2022 match, that last man standing with Tractor Brock Lesnar flipping the ring, or Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, Hell in a Cell 2020. Both of these are like genuinely fantastic matches. Like I really think both of these are solid matches, but I will go with the last man standing. The 2007 Rumble, or Benoit versus Triple H versus Shawn at Backlash 2004, arguably better than their WrestleMania 20 match, and the WrestleMania 20 match was already very good. The 2007 Rumble is like an iconic Rumble, like such a good Rumble, but we're gonna go with the triple threat here of Benoit, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. We have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown Survivor Series 2016. Fun fact, I was there in person. Or the triple threat WWE Championship match at Armageddon between Edge, Jeff Hardy, and Triple H. I'll go with the triple threat. This is a really fun match. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in their Chicago Street Fight, or the last man standing match between Umaga and John Cena. I really like this match, but to me, it's like more nostalgic than anything. We've watched it on the Patreon if you're interested, but I'm gonna go with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, their street fight. Pretty much all of their matches are like insanely good. We have, wow, okay, this is a random ass callback to the Raw Tag Team division, back when they actually cared about the Raw Tag Team division. We have team, what did they used to be called? RK Bro, that's what they were. RK Bro, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, and not American Made, not American Alpha, but Alpha Academy. I always get the names mixed up. Or, you know, this was a long-winded just segment because I was just gonna go with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at Backlash anyway. Batista and Triple H at Vengeance 2005, their awesome Hell in a Cell match, or the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match in 2019. You guys remember Kofi Mania? How fun this was? Oh, it was a great Elimination Chamber match. I will go with Batista and Triple H though. Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit, Royal Rumble 2003, or CM Punk versus Chris Jericho at Payback. Dude, it's not even close. It's Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. We have Bayley versus Sasha, Hell in a Cell 2020, or Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, Survivor Series 2018, champion versus champion. Not my favorite of their matches. They've had better matches with each other in the past. This match is so good. It's so good. Like Daniel Bryan made me believe that a 200-pound vegan could actually beat a 300-pound monster in Brock Lesnar. So I'm gonna go with Bryan versus Lesnar. We have Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, similar match in champion versus champion at Survivor Series, or the first round of the King of the Ring tournament, Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov. Both are really solid matches. I'm gonna go with Lesnar and Styles. Brock Lesnar versus Roman versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman, that SummerSlam 2016 absolute car crash meat fest. Or wow, this is a super random match. This is what, like Dusty Rhodes Classic 2020, the Broserweights, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. Who the hell are these guys? I think it's Mark Andrews and is it Flash Morgan Webster? Either way, I'm barely remembering their names, so I'll go with the Fatal 4-Way. We have Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio Mask versus IC Championship, or the New Days versus the Usos, Hell in a Cell 2017. Not even close. I'm going to go with this. Kota Ibushi and Cedric Alexander going up against Undisputed Era versus the Broserweights. I adore this match. It is so good. To me, it was ahead of its time for what WWE was producing, and it was so good it got Cedric Alexander signed by WWE. So we're going to go with Kota and Cedric. Next, we have Christian and Randy, their SummerSlam 2019 match, or Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle in NXT 2019. I will go with Christian and Randy. SummerSlam 2019. This was a really good match. Triple H versus Cactus Jack, their No Way Out 2000 match. This is specifically the Hell in a Cell match, or the NXT UK Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match. I have to be honest, I never saw this. So what is this? This is what? Grizzly Young Vets versus Gallus versus Webster and Mark Andrews. I'll go with the Hell in a Cell. Next, we have The Rock and Stone Cold at WrestleMania 17, or Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. This is a really good match, but like I made it sound like it was going to be close. It's not, but I want to give this match like it's you know, it's shine because it is very good. But yeah, The Rock and Stone Cold for sure. Next, we have Undertaker and Mankind, Crazy Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring 1998, or Masato Tanaka versus Mike Awesome, One Night Stand 2005. Okay, obviously I'm going with Undertaker and Mankind. I'm telling you, find this match and watch it. It is so good. I think it's under 10 minutes, if I'm remembering. If not, under 15 for sure. It is a short match, but it is so much fun. Undertaker versus Mankind, though. We have the Eddie and JBL match at Judgment Day, or the NXT Tag Team Championship match between Undisputed Era and War Raiders. Eddie and JBL, like, they blew my mind in this match. So I'll go with Eddie and JBL. Edge and Seth Rollins, the Crown Jewel 2021 match. I forgot this match happened. Versus Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. Heist of the Century. I'm definitely going to go with this here. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, In Your House, Bad Blood, 1997, the first ever Hell in a Cell match. Or AOP versus DIY. This was the ladder match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Back when the NXT Tag Team Championships were so good that they were main event their pay-per-views, but maybe some nostalgia speaking here. I will go with Undertaker and Shawn. Team Black and Gold versus Team 2.0, that War Games match, which had just such a wacky team for NXT 2.0 when you really think about it. Tony D'Angelo, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, and Grayson Waller, right? Just such a weird team. Interesting. We got two big team matchups. We have Team Alliance versus Team WWF. I'll go with Team Alliance versus Team WWF. We have the triple threat qualifying match that we had not that long ago. Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Ilya Dragunov going up against The Rock and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18. I'm definitely going to go with this. The 2004 Royal Rumble, an iconic Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, with so many insane names. A Royal Rumble that kind of like stole the show for much of that year. Unfortunately, a Royal Rumble that doesn't get talked about a heck of a whole lot anymore because of the winner, that being Chris Benoit, but the Rumble match itself was like truly fantastic. Oh, the Extreme Rules ladder match between Edge and Jeff Hardy was fantastic. Is this like, after this match, CM Punk cashes in, right? And like breaks everyone's heart as Jeff Hardy is celebrating? Screw it. I'm pretty sure it's that. And if it is that, I'm going to give it extra points. So I'm going to go with Edge and Jeff Hardy. We have a good old Donnybrook match, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus on SmackDown. This match absolutely should have been on SummerSlam. I believe this happened like the day before SummerSlam or something like that. Or the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble match. This is one of the best Rumble matches of all time. The return of Edge, Drew McIntyre winning, that insane run from Brock Lesnar at number 1, just eliminating everybody, just creating so many awesome moments, man. I'll go with the 2020 Rumble. Team Austin versus the Hart Foundation at In Your House Canadian Stampede. I think I haven't watched either of these. So, okay, I'll go with Team Austin versus Hart Foundation. Next, we have Sasha Banks versus Bayley at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, going up against Jeff Hardy versus Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles Clash of Champions. Dude, that's an insane like dream match. Like when you like really say it out loud. Sasha and Bayley's absolutely winning. This is a match that like maybe you could say is one of the most important matches in WWE history because of how much it changed women's professional wrestling. I'm going to go with this match. Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, the Extreme Rules 2016 match, or Team Cena versus Team Authority. I think this is a really solid match, but Team Cena and Team Authority, like, people still talk about it to this day. Like, it's a lot of people's favorite Survivor Series match of all time, and it really is fantastic. I'm going to go with Cena and Authority. Randy Orton versus Mick Foley, their Backlash 2004, absolutely insane, no holds barred match, or Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19. Both are excellent matches, but I'm going to go with Randy and Mick Foley. This match literally made Randy Orton's career, if you ask me. I'm going to go Randy and Mick. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, SummerSlam 2002, or Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, their cage match. What would this been? I think this would have been 2001, if not 2000. Both amazing matches. I am going to go with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. A little bit of nostalgia. This is the first pay-per-view that I was ever allowed to watch, that my parents paid for, and I pretty much wanted it because of this match, and it ended up being amazing. Triple H and Shawn. Next, we have Undertaker versus Rock versus Kurt Angle. Underrated match, that Vengeance 2002 match, or, oh wow, another Vengeance match, Vengeance 2005, Shawn and Kurt Angle. I'm anticipating that Shawn and Kurt Angle WrestleMania 21 is going to be on here. At least I hope, sincerely hope that it is. It might have gotten cut because we cut it down from 319 to 256. I hope it's not one of the ones that got cut, because I'm going to gamble and I'm going to go with Undertaker versus The Rock versus Kurt Angle on this one, because I think, like, to me, like, these are like both equal. Like, they're both very, very good matches. But I don't know. I like the craziness of this match here. So I'll go with the triple threat match. The Shield versus Team Hell No and Ryback in TLC 2012, going up against Fraxium and Chase U. Both are really, really solid matches. This was like the era where Fraxium was like going up against like a bag of rocks and a bag of Skittles and putting on 5-star matches. But the Shield and Team Hell No and Ryback and in their TLC match was like so much fun. I'm going to go with this. Ric Flair and Randy Savage, WrestleMania 8, or Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan. This is the Raw 2013 match. One of the various times that Daniel Bryan got screwed over. I'll go with Ric Flair and Randy here. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, Battleground 2016. Oh, this is one of my favorite matches of all time. I'm so glad it's on here. The no DQ match between Edge and Eddie Guerrero, the greatest ladder match that wasn't a ladder match. I say that because it's no DQ, but basically, like, they pretty much only use ladders in this match. It was so good. I'm telling you, watch this match if you haven't done so already. I'm going to go with Edge and Eddie. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, their Hell in a Cell 2018, the Raw Tag Team Championship match, or Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Definitely going to go with Sasha and Bianca. This is such a good match. Absolutely worthy of the main event. Another Bianca Belair, this time with Becky Lynch, going up against DIY versus Mustache Mountain. I think both of these matches are fantastic, but like in ring, like if I'm just counting like the in ring here, DIY Mustache Mountain, there's very few tag team matches that are better than this, like in terms of just like raw tag team matches. So I'm going to go DIY Mustache Mountain. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, SummerSlam 1994, the tag team championship triple threat ladder match. Okay, this match bangs. I'm going to go with Bret and Owen in their steel cage match, but just remember, this match bangs. We'll go with Bret and Owen. Walter and Ilya Dragunov, NXT UK 2020. Oh, dude, it's not even close. I thought this match was already on here. Yeah, this is easily winning. The TLC 2, or Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at Extreme Rules 2012. This was, by the way, this is like was one of my most anticipated matches of all time when it was like originally all unfolding. But definitely TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17. We have Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn, NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. This is like when I heard about NXT, I'm like, I'm going to tune into my first ever NXT pay-per-view or special show. And they absolutely delivered a wonderful match. This is a great match too. Revival versus American Alpha. We'll go Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn though. Gunther versus Chad Gable, Raw 2023, or The Rock and Mankind, their halftime heat match. I don't love their halftime heat match. I will go with Gunther and Gable. The United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. This was really solid. Remember when we all thought because of this that Montez Ford was going to get that push? Or the North American Championship Open Challenge. This is the 5-way. This was, dude, okay. Both are really solid. This match fucking bangs. It's really, really good. I'm gonna go with the stand and deliver match. Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin. We know why this match is on here. It's for the springboard super kick, you know, the springboard sweet chin music. Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov is an excellent match. Funny enough, both of these are just like free Monday Night Raw matches. I'll go with Shawn and Shelton though. Next we have Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus, WrestleMania 39. Oh, this is a solid one. The fatal four-way between Kurt, Eddie, Edge, and Benoit. I'll go with the triple threat though. Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels No Mercy 2008, or Team Stone Cold versus Team Bishop. This is one of my favorite Survivor Series matches of all time, but this match is like genuinely utterly fantastic. It's so good. I'm gonna go with Shawn and Chris. Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain, or again, we're getting some duplicates here, a little bit weird, because we've already pushed this one through. I'm going to go with Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain. Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho at Extreme Rules 2009. Or, again, this one has already appeared. Hey, I don't control how this tournament works. Things just appear, all right? So we'll put Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho through. John Cena versus CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011. Or Undertaker versus CM Punk WrestleMania 29. I adore both of these matches. This is the era that made CM Punk one of my favorites of all time, by the way. As you're seeing, the man's just having classic after classic. I'm going to go with the Money in the Bank match. It's not just the match that they had, man. It was all of the other stuff that was part of it, you know, the drama. Will CM Punk sign with the WWE? Will they actually give him the title if he hasn't re-signed with WWE? It's crazy stuff, man. You had to be there. It was one of the most insane, intense times to be a WWE fan. I'll go with John Cena and CM Punk. The 1992 Royal Rumble match, considered by many one of the greatest Rumble matches of all time, or Stone Cold versus Dude Love. I haven't seen this match, if I'm being honest, so I'll go with the 1992 Rumble. We have Trick Williams versus Ethan Page versus Shawn Spears versus Javon Evans, the NXT Heatwave Fatal Four-Way, one of my favorite finishes to a match, or Andrade versus Johnny Gargano. Okay, so this is the rematch when Andrade's already the champion. They have a better match when Andrade wins the NXT Championship. I think that's a better match. Who do I want to go with here? I'll go with Andrade and Johnny Gargano. Andrade versus Aleister Black, or Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. We recently just watched this match over on the Patreon. I think it's better than Cody and Seth Rollins. This is the Backlash match, just to clarify, which I actually think is the weakest of their quadrilogy, if you want to call it now. So I'll go with Andrade and Aleister. The Revival versus DIY NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, or John Cena versus Shawn Michaels Raw 2007. Their better match was NXT TakeOver Toronto, if you ask me. So I will go with John Cena and Shawn Michaels, because this match I think is better than their WrestleMania match, which was already very good. So I'll go John Cena and Shawn. Kurt Angle and Benoit Raw 2001, or Alpha Academy versus RK Bro versus Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens Raw 2002. Have these not already appeared? Okay. Either way, yeah, I'll go with Kurt and Chris. We have the women's triple threat match at WrestleMania 32. We have Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha going up against Io Shirai and Candice LeRae. I'm telling you, if you haven't watched it, this is an unbelievably good women's match. It's so good. Io Shirai, now Io Sky, doesn't know how to put on bad matches. Candice LeRae was on a heater run back then. We're going to go with this. The men's Iron Survivor from NXT Deadline 2022, or Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough, NXT Halloween Havoc 2022. Funny enough, I recently rewatched this. I've recently rewatched this. This is the better match. I'm going to go with the triple threat. John Cena and Kevin Owens going up against The Rock and Triple H in their Iron Man match. I'm going to go with John Cena and Kevin. Cesaro versus Sami Zayn, NXT Arrival. Arguably, you could say one of the most important matches in WWE history because of how much it put NXT on the map. That's when everybody started hearing about NXT, because of this match. Or the Kevin Owens versus John Cena Elimination Chamber 2015. I will go with Cesaro and Sami on this. Mustache Mountain and Undisputed Era, and the Edge and Christian versus Hardy Boys No Mercy 1999, the Terry Invitational Tournament. We watched this, and if I'm remembering, there were no titles on the line. It was a bag of money. It was a bag of money. Very good match, though. Like, really creative use of the ladder, so I'll go with this. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, their last woman standing match, or Sanity versus Undisputed Era versus AOP and Roderick Strong in the NXT TakeOver War Games. Yeah, this was interesting because it was like a triple threat War Games match. We hadn't really seen that up until that point. I'll go with the last woman standing, though. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Judgment Day Payback 2023. Really good match. Really good match. Yes, another War Games match. Undisputed Era versus Ricochet and Pete Dunne and the War Raiders. I'll go with this War Games match. Bailey and Sasha in the 30-minute Iron Woman match, or the WWE Championship match between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. I think that their Brooklyn match is significantly better. This match is very good. Funny enough, didn't main event because back then, if it wasn't Cena, it wasn't main eventing. Yeah, I'll go with Punk and Daniel Bryan. The Shield versus Evolution at Extreme Rules 2014. I swear to God, I see we're getting some duplicates here. I don't love this. We'll go with Shield and Evolution. Ricochet versus Pete Dunne at NXT 2018, or Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes at NXT Halloween Havoc 2023. I'll go with Ilya and Carmelo Hayes. The first ever Elimination Chamber match, or Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. People do not talk enough about how good this match is. It made Roman look so good on Daniel Bryan's way out. This was the debut of Roman's old new theme. Well, I guess it's now an old theme, the head of the table theme. So I'll go with this. Cena and Punk going up against Undisputed Era and Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. I'm gonna go with Cena and Punk. Gonna go with Cena and Punk. There we go. Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly, NXT TakeOver 31, or the Fatal 4-Way. I'll go with Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly. This one's already appeared. It's like we're getting duplicates of like, yeah, it's so odd. We're gonna power our way through. Adam Cole versus Ricochet. This is an incredible match. Very, very good match. You guys know, like, the classic spot of Ricochet doing the springboard moonsault and getting caught with the upside down super kick. That was this match. Adam Cole and Ricochet. We have Undisputed Era versus Team McAfee in their takeover, in their War Games match, or the no holds barred match between Shawn Michaels and Diesel. I haven't seen this, so I can't comment on it. So I'll go with the War Games match. We have Mankind and The Undertaker. I can't remember if they've already been on here. It's like I'm seeing, like, the ones that have image number as opposed to, like, the title. I feel like they're duplicates. So I don't remember if I've already had this on here, but if I see it, I'm going to pick it. The 2021 Men's Money in the Bank ladder match, or Team Cena versus Team Authority. I know for sure Team Cena versus Team Authority has already been selected, so I'll go with the 2021 Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Team Shayna versus Team Rhea, the Women's War Games match, or AJ Styles and Seth Rollins, their Universal Championship match at Money in the Bank. I'll go with the Women's War Games. Undertaker versus Shawn, WrestleMania 25, or Macho and Ric Flair. We've already picked this, I believe, so I will go. Not that I wouldn't go with this otherwise, because this is one of the best matches of all time. I'm going to go with Undertaker versus Shawn. Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano, NXT TakeOver War Games, or Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. Oh! Dude, this is one of my favorite matches. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold, or John Cena versus CM Punk. We've already had a John Cena and CM Punk one make it through to the next round, but I would have picked Bret Hart and Stone Cold either way. This is an unbelievably good match. John Cena versus Shawn versus Edge versus Randy, Backlash 2007. Everyone remembers the crazy finish of that match. Or Finn Balor and Pete Dunne. I'll go with the Fatal 4-Way. Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart, SummerSlam 1991, an absolute classic, going up against Roderick Strong, Keith Lee, and Dijak. If it was just the Dijak and Keith Lee match, I honestly might pick that. This is still a very good match, but we're going to go with Perfect and Hart. Bret Hart and Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10. We've already talked about this match already. Wait, no, have we talked about this match? AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. It doesn't matter because I'm going to go with Bret and Owen. Benoit and Jericho, Royal Rumble 2001, or Io Shirai versus Rhea Ripley. I'm going to go with Benoit and Jericho. We've already talked about this match. It's already appeared. Or we can go with Cedric and Buddy. So we'll go Cedric and Buddy just to create some diversity here. Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. This is their TakeOver Chicago match, or the Tag Team TLC. This is the SummerSlam one. I'll go to Tag Team TLC. Edge and Seth Rollins, the SmackDown 2001 match. That's the Madison Square Garden one. Or Sasha and Bianca. We'll go Sasha and Bianca. Tommaso Ciampa versus the Velveteen Dream. Dude, I think this match is so good. Or Eddie versus Bradshaw. I'll go Eddie Bradshaw. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena versus Seth Rollins, their triple threat, or Ilya and Dijak in Last Man Standing. We're gonna go Ilya and Dijak Last Man Standing. Men's Iron Survivor Survivor from 2023 or halftime heat between The Rock and Mankind. We're going to go Iron Survivor. Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho, WrestleMania 19, or the 2001 Rumble match. Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho all day. Undertaker versus Edge, One Night Stand 2008, or the 4-way tables, ladders, and chairs. So fun fact, this was the first ever TLC match that I ever saw, and it is so good, and it was just on a random ass episode of Monday Night Raw. We're going to go with this bad boy. CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, or Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker at No Way Out 2006. This match should have been at WrestleMania. If it was at WrestleMania, people would be talking about it as one of the greatest matches of all time, by the way. It's just people forget about it because it happened on No Way Out a month before WrestleMania. So yeah, we're going to go with this. Imperium and Undisputed Era. We've already talked about Cactus Jack and Triple H. Again, we're getting duplicates here, which I hate. So we're going to go with Undisputed Era versus Imperium. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov, their NXT No Mercy match, or Kofi and Daniel Bryan. Yeah, WrestleMania 35, Kofi Mania, hell yeah. Stone Cold and Triple H, their No Way Out match, or Adam Cole and Ricochet. We've already talked about Adam Cole and Ricochet, so we'll put Stone Cold and Triple H through. Triple H and Undertaker, WrestleMania 28, end of an era, or the John Cena Open Challenge, his match against Cesaro. We're going to go with Triple H and Taker. Mick Foley and Edge, WrestleMania 22, or Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, their best 2 out of 3 falls match. Such a good match. Great follow-up to their dud 18-second match at WrestleMania. But Mick Foley and Edge in their hardcore match that ended with a friggin' flaming table spear from the ring to the outside. Just an insane spot. We're going to go with Mick and Edge. The Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21. The OG, the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. This match has already appeared, so we're going to go with the Money in the Bank. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit, their WrestleMania 20 match, or Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash of the Castle. I'm going to go Gunther Sheamus. We have Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog, or Randy Savage versus Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. To me, this is one of the best matches that I've ever seen. It still holds up to this day. It's so good. JBL versus John Cena, their bloody match at Judgment Day 2005, or Edge and Jeff Hardy. I've already talked about this, so we're going to go with John Cena versus JBL. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks in their Hell in a Cell 2019 match, or Lesnar and Benoit SmackDown 2003. This is an incredible match. Absolutely, you have to watch this match, and it just happened on SmackDown. Walter and Tommaso Ciampa versus Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. Give me Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. Look, I know this match, like, technically is better, but, like, give me this match. Give it and insert it into my veins. Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle and Benoit, their No Mercy match. Such a good match, man. Like, back in the day when the SmackDown 6 were just putting on heaters, we're going to go with this. Next, it's Io Sky and Bailey, their WrestleMania 40 match, or the 2020 Royal Rumble match. I think we've already talked about this. This match is so good. Does not get talked about enough. Again, Io Sky putting on heaters is just not a surprise to absolutely anybody. So we're going to go with that. We got the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes WrestleMania 40 match. Listen, I don't care what's here. Unless it's like one of like the iconic classic matches, Roman and Cody is winning. It was a really good match to begin with, but the culmination of like a 3-year storyline, the insane shenanigans of Bloodline rules, we're going to go Roman Cody. Triple H and Stone Cold, 2-man power trip versus Chris Jericho and Benoit, or the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, their WrestleMania 39 match. We're definitely going to go there. We have Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. Wow. I forgot that this match existed. Or Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, WrestleMania 30. Fun fact, I think this is the best match of WrestleMania 30. Better than the actual main event, if you ask me. So we're going to go Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Then we have Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. 2 out of 3 falls match. This is their NXT TakeOver New York match. Or Asuka versus Ember Moon. Really solid women's match, but this is the better match. We have Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, Survivor Series 1996. The prelude to their classic match at WrestleMania later on. Or The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. Because I've already got a Stone Cold and Bret Hart match, and I've got the better one already through, I'm going to go with The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet, or Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, Backlash 2004. Lev Ramon Phenomenal, you already know. We're going to go there. Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, King of the Ring. Just a fucking brutal match. We're going to go there. Again, we're plowing through if it's already been appearing on here. If it's a duplicate, we're powering through. Undertaker versus Edge, or John Cena's AJ Styles 2016. Absolutely this. We're going to go Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2012. The other one's a duplicate. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 26, or AJ Styles versus John Cena, Royal Rumble 2017. I'm maybe a hot take, maybe bias, but I'm going Cena versus AJ Styles here. I think Shawn and Taker WrestleMania 25 is the significantly better match, and I think that AJ Styles versus John Cena is better than the WrestleMania 26 Shawn and Taker match. Call me crazy. All right, this might start a fight, but I think it's a better match, so I'm going to go there. Next, we have Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch, NXT TakeOver Unstoppable. Again, these are like really early days of NXT TakeOvers, or the 2016 Money in the Bank ladder match. I'll go with the Money in the Bank. Next, we have Cena versus Daniel Bryan, or Charlotte Flair versus Sasha versus Becky. I'll go with Cena versus Daniel. Io Shirai and Candice, or Pete Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly. I'm pretty sure we've already put this match through, so we'll put this one here. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, Bad Blood 2024. I'm so glad it's on here. Yeah, this match is winning. JD McDonough, formerly Jordan Devlin and Tyler Bate, NXT TakeOver Blackpool 2, or Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. I'm going to go with JD and Tyler Bate. Kurt and Brock, I think it is a duplicate. Is this not? I think they're both duplicates. So for the sake of making it more diverse, we'll go with this one because I think this one's been eliminated. Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams, their Vengeance 2024 match, or Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I'm going to go Daniel and AJ. Daniel Bryan, AJ again, but on SmackDown 2020, or Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk, SummerSlam 2009. With as great a talent as AJ and Daniel Bryan are, it's not even fucking close. The TLC match is so good between Jeff and CM Punk. Then we have CM Punk again and John Cena. I think that's a duplicate, or Gunther Sheamus. Okay, I'll put this Gunther Sheamus match through. Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21 versus a duplicate here, so it would have won anyway, let's be honest. Wyatt Family versus The Shield, Elimination Chamber 2014, or The Rock and Hogan. Have I already put Rock and Hogan through? I think I already have, so because of that, we'll go Wyatt Family and Shield, which is in itself a very incredibly good match. Gunther versus Ricochet, or we've got Undisputed Era versus The Revival. This is... I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember this match, even though this is like the era of NXT when I was like dialed in. I remember this being very good. I do. So I will go with this match. Walter and Ilya going up against Edge, Triple H, and Jeff Hardy, their Armageddon match. I'm sorry, but Walter and Ilya is winning that. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, their Hell in a Cell classic, or Oba, Josh Briggs, and Dijak, which is also a classic, but I'm going to give it to Hell in a Cell. Undertaker and Edge at WrestleMania 24. I'm not going to lie. I think this match is a little bit overrated. I don't think it's as good as a lot of people say that it is. Going up against Andrade versus Jeff Hardy. First of all, that is absolutely not Jeff Hardy. So whoever made this tournament, I don't know what you're on. Because you called him Jeff Hardy, I'm going to go with Edge and Undertaker. Aleister Black and Tommaso Ciampa, or what is that, 2016 Money in the Bank? I think we've already talked about that. So we'll go with Aleister Black and Tommaso Ciampa. John Morrison and Sheamus, TLC 2010. That's such a hyper-specific match. We've already talked about that's a duplicate, so we're going to go here. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, TLC 2018, or Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, Money in the Bank 2019. We'll go with the Money in the Bank match. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea, or Neville versus Tyson versus Tyler Breeze versus Sami Zayn, NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way. I think we've already talked about Charlotte versus Rhea, but I can't remember because this video is so damn long. But I'm going to pick it again if I did. Trent Seven versus Tyler Bate, or Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold. I'll go Kurt Angle, Stone Cold. Walter and Ilya, okay, so now we're in a new round. So now these aren't duplicates. This is now the next round. So these are all ones that have won their initial matchup. So now we're going to move fairly quick through this because we've already talked or seen all of these matches. Here I'm going to go with Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. Here I will go with, they've had better matches, Gunther and Gable. Actually, no, Gunther and Gable 3 was very good. Recency bias, Gunther Gable, I'm putting it through. SummerSlam TLC, I'll go there instead of Punk and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan and Lesnar, or Team Alliance versus Team WWF. Give me Daniel Bryan and Lesnar. Cena and Punk, or Gunther Ricochet. Give me Cena Punk. Kurt Angle and Benoit, or Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Kurt Angle, Benoit. Okay, so I think I put through a duplicate here or there, because I know that I put 2 of these through now that I'm really analyzing it. But between these 2, I will go with this triple threat match. WrestleMania 31 main event, or the 1992 Royal Rumble, we'll go WrestleMania 31. Buddy Murphy and Cedric, or Io Shirai and Candice LeRae, give me Io and Candice. Brett and Owen, or Benoit and Jericho. This is the Mania 10 match, so I'm going to go with this. Undertaker versus Rock versus Kurt Angle, or CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. Give me the Vengeance match. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. Oh, bro, this could have been the final. This could have been the final or Undertaker versus Mankind. I'll go with Shawn and Kurt. That could have been the final. Like, genuinely, I think that could have been the final. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Bad Blood 2024, or the Uso. Both Hell in a Cell matches. Both are great, but Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Men's Iron Survivor from 2023, or Team Shayna versus Team Real. Go Men's Iron Survivor. Dijak and Ilya, or Roman versus Lesnar. Oh my, I feel like this video is making me look like an NXT mark. Okay, you know what? I will go Roman Lesnar. The Rock and Stone Cold Mania 17. Yeah, I'll go there. Okay, so this was one of the duplicates that I put through. Oh, I love this match. Usos versus Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put that through. Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, this is their best 2 out of 3, or this War Games match, I'll go with best 2 out of 3. We have WrestleMania 40, the main event, or WrestleMania 19 main event. I'll go with the Mania 40 main event. John Cena and Daniel Bryan, or the North American Fatal 5-Way. I'll go John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Undertaker and Shawn versus Seth and AJ. Undertaker, Shawn. We're moving much faster through these guys, so try to stick with me here. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins at Backlash. I'm realizing their WrestleMania match wasn't included in here. I'll go with Andrade and Alistair on this one. I am such an NXT nerd. Walter and Ilya, or Brock and AJ. Walter and Ilya. Kurt Angle and Shane, or the 2020 Men's Rumble. I think the 2020 Men's Rumble is better. Coda and Cedric, or Undisputed Era versus Team McAfee. Give me Coda and Cedric. Edge and Undertaker, WrestleMania 24, or Eddie and JBL. I'll go with Edge and Undertaker. Triple H and Shawn, SummerSlam 2002, or Batista Triple H, Vengeance 2005. Give me the 2002 match. TLC 2, or AJ Styles and John Cena, Rumble 2017. Give me TLC 2. Aleister Black versus Tommaso Ciampa in NXT 2018, or Sasha and Bianca Belair. Give me Sasha and Bianca. Brock Lesnar versus Roman versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman versus Team Authority and Team Cena. Team Authority and Team Cena. JD McDonough, Tyler Bate, or Shawn Michaels versus Shelton. Give me JD and Tyler. Bret Hart and Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13, or Rey and Jericho. Give me Bret and Stone Cold. Kofi Mania, or Andrade versus Johnny Gargano. Yeah, I'm going to go Kofi Mania. Bret Hart and Owen, this is their steel cage match, or the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 21. I'm going to go with the OG ladder match, the OG Money in the Bank. Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly, or Edge and Eddie. Edge and Eddie. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, their Raw 2007 match, or I guess I did put through a duplicate. I'm going to go here. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. We got Shawn Michaels versus John Cena versus Edge versus Randy. I'll go with this Fatal 4-Way. The ending is still in my brain. Between these two, I would go with Charlotte and Rhea over Daniel Bryan, Triple H. Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain, or Undisputed Era versus Imperium. Dude, Undisputed Era was just putting on classics. We will go with Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, or Braun Breaker versus Eli versus JD McDonough. We'll go Undertaker, Shawn. Shawn and Jericho, or Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles. I will go Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles. Mick Foley and Edge, or Sasha and Bianca. Duplicate. We've already put one through. I think I would have picked Edge and Foley anyway. John Cena and Kevin Owens, or JBL and John Cena. Give me John Cena and Kevin Owens. Triple H and The Undertaker, WrestleMania 28, or Ric Flair and Randy Savage. Give me Triple H and The Undertaker. The SmackDown 6, Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle and Benoit, No Mercy 2002, or John Cena and AJ Styles, SummerSlam 2016. Give me Cena and AJ. Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn, or Edge and Jeff Hardy. Give me Edge and Jeff Hardy. Hell yeah. Wyatt Family versus The Shield, or Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart. Give me Wyatt Family versus The Shield. Dragunov and Hayes, or Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. I'll take Roman and Daniel. Sasha and Bailey or Benoit, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels Backlash 2004. Give me Sasha and Bailey. Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys, their 1999 ladder match, or the San Juan Street Fight. Give me Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Hell yeah, dude. Cesaro and Sami Zayn versus The Shield and versus The Shield versus Team Hell No and Ryback. I'll go Cesaro and Sami. Chris Jericho and Shawn or Adam Cole versus Ricochet. Give me Chris Jericho and Shawn. Christian and Randy versus The Shield versus Evolution. Give me The Shield versus Evolution here. Randy and Mick. I'll go Randy and Mick here. John Cena and Punk or the 21 men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Give me Cena and Punk. The last woman standing, Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Yeah, I'll take that. We're powering through here, y'all. The Rock and Hogan. I knew I put a duplicate through, so I'll go Rock and Hogan here. Gunther and Sheamus or Kurt Angle and The Undertaker. Oh, I'll go Gunther and Sheamus. We got Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat versus Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly. Give me the WrestleMania 3 Classic. Kurt Angle and Benoit versus Io Sky and Bailey. Give me Kurt Angle and Benoit. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus or Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk. I'm going with this. Jeff Hardy and Punk. The Fatal 4-Way TLC match or Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Give me the Fatal 4-Way TLC match. The Crazy Hell in a Cell or the Crazy SummerSlam match. Both are bad shit insane. I'll go with Hell in a Cell. The No Way Out Hell in a Cell match between Cactus and Triple H or Gunther and Sheamus. Give me Cactus Jack and Triple H. John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Duplicate here, I believe. We've already talked about it and moved. Oh, no, wait. This is a new round. New round. So we need to reset our brain. New round. Things are going to move through very quickly here. Okay, let's power through. Gunther and Sheamus here. Give me the WrestleMania 31 main event there. I will go with Edge and Taker. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. I'll go with Edge and Jeff. Bret Hart and Stone Cold or the Money in the Bank. Yeah, that match is absolutely winning. Sasha and Bailey or Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. I'll go Sasha Bailey. JD and Tyler Bate or the Fatal 4-Way TLC match. I'll go Fatal 4-Way TLC match. Last Woman Standing or Team Authority versus Team Cena. I'll go Team Authority versus Team Cena. Cactus Jack and Triple H or Cesaro and Sammy. Give me Cactus and Triple H. Cena and Punk or the Tag Team TLC match. I'll go Tag Team TLC. Shawn and Triple H, SummerSlam 2002 or Roman and Daniel. I'll go SummerSlam 2002. Undertaker and Shawn, first ever Hell in a Cell match, or Randy and Steamboat. I'll go Randy and Steamboat. Kofi Mania or Shield versus Evolution. Give me Kofi Mania. Told you we're going to go fast through these. WrestleMania 10, Bret and Owen, or The Undertaker, Kurt, and The Rock. I'll go Bret and Owen. Mick Foley versus Edge, or John Cena versus Kevin Owens. I'll go Foley and Edge. Tag Team TLC 2, WrestleMania 17, or Men's Iron Survivor. Yeah, TLC 2 for sure. Walter and Ilya, or John versus Shawn versus Edge versus Randy. I'll go Walter Ilya. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley versus Edge and Eddie Guerrero. Both are incredible. This is we're getting into the tough decisions here, but I'm gonna go Charlotte and Rhea. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest are the 2020 Men's Rumble, dude. Am I gonna give the win to Bad Bunny and Damian Priest? Because it's gonna keep moving through. Randy and Foley or Daniel Bryan and Lesnar. Give me Randy and Foley, dude. Apparently, I really like McFoley matches. Cena and AJ Styles or Cena versus Shawn Michaels. I feel like these are the same match, just like generations apart. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna go Cena and AJ though. Wyatt Family versus Shield or Cody and Seth. Hell in a Cell. I'll go Cody Seth. Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain versus The Rock and Hogan. I'll go Rock and Hogan. Undertaker Shawn, WrestleMania 25, or The Rock and Stone Cold, WrestleMania 17. I will go with Undertaker Shawn. I will. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 40, or Gunther Chad. I'll go WrestleMania 40 main event. Kurt and Benoit or Walter and Ilya. This is their different match. I actually think this is their better of the two matches, but I think that this is just a better match. Kurt and Benoit. Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin, or Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. Dude, this crowd may be pushing this match over the edge. Cody and AJ. Kurt and Shawn, Mania 21, or Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, WrestleMania 21. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Bad Blood, or Sasha and Bianca. maybe a little bit of recency bias, but Drew and Punk was just incredible. Triple H and Undertaker, end of an era, or Io Shirai and Candice LeRae. I'll go end of an era. Chris Jericho and Shawn, or Kurt and Ben. I gotta go Chris Jericho and Shawn. And I think this is the last match of this round, and here I will go John Cena, CM Punk. Now we're on to the next round, and now we're really flowing through this real quick. Oh, okay. There's no easy choices here, but we're going to make them anyway. Shawn and Kurt here over The Rock and Hogan. Yeah, I have to. Even though I think the other one, like in terms of a favorite match, is higher, I know Kurt and Shawn were just a better match. I'll go Triple H and Taker here. Kurt and Benoit, or Edge and Undertaker, Kurt and Benoit. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, or Edge versus Jeff Hardy. Give me Charlotte and Rhea. Edge and Foley, or Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. I'll go Cody and AJ. Brett and Stone Cold, or Brock and Roman, WrestleMania 31. I'll go Brett and Stone Cold. Sasha and Bayley versus the Fatal 4-Way TLC. I'll go Sasha Bayley. Gunther Sheamus, Clash 2022, or Chris Jericho and Shawn, No Mercy 2008. I'll go Gunther Sheamus. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Oh, there's another TLC match. So I'm going to bank on the other TLC match moving on. I'm going to go Drew and Punk. Walter and Ilya, or Roman and Cody. Oh, I'll go Roman and Cody. I think like bell to bell, this is a better match, but like professional wrestling is more than what just happens in the ring, and this had everything else, all the bells and whistles, so I'm gonna go that. Randy Orton, Mick Foley, or John Cena, CM Punk. I'll go John Cena, CM Punk. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, or Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. This is where the Bad Bunny run ends, so we'll go Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Undertaker, Shawn, or John Cena, AJ Styles. I know that this already beat one of the John Cena, one of the Shawn Michaels Undertaker matches, but it doesn't beat this one, so I'll go Taker Shawn. Daniel Bryan and Kofi versus Team Authority and Team Cena. I'll go Team Authority versus Team Cena, dude. TLC 2 or Hell in a Cell 2022. I'll go TLC 2. I think this is the last matchup of this round. Okay, out of these two matches, I like Randy and Ricky more, so I'm going to go Randy, Ricky. And now we're in the round of 16, so 8 matchups here. Here we go. Charlotte and Rhea, or Cody and AJ. I'll go Cody, AJ. Fuck. Undertaker and Shawn, or Triple H and Shawn. Undertaker, Shawn's going to win that. Triple H and Undertaker, or Randy and Ricky. I'll go Triple H and Undertaker. TLC 2. Oh, no. This could have been the final. TLC 2 or Brett and Stone Cold. I gotta go Brett and Stone Cold. It's such a special match. It's so good. I'm telling you, if you've never seen Brett and Shawn, you're lucky, because you get to relive. I said Brett and Shawn. Also, I'm surprised the Brett and Shawn match wasn't on here. Brett and Stone Cold. If you haven't seen Brett and Stone Cold, you're lucky. You need to go see this match. Kurt and Benoit, or Cena versus Punk. Technically, like technical wrestling, this is better, but like all things encapsulating what professional wrestling is all about, the drama of this was just so much higher. The stakes were something that like I hadn't seen before up to that point. So Cena and Punk. Sasha and Bayley, or Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Boys, girls, and everything else. Sasha Banks and Bayley's moving on. It just is. It's just the better match. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, or Gunther Sheamus, Shawn Michaels and Kurt. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, or Team Authority versus Team Cena. I'll go Drew and Punk. Here's another round. CM Punk and John Cena, or Triple H and Shawn and Undertaker. I'll go John Cena, CM Punk. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, or Bret Hart and Stone Cold. I'm gonna go Bret Hart and Stone Cold. Guys, remember, there's a reason why this is the first match ever inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. All right. Undertaker versus Shawn, or Cody versus AJ. I'll go Undertaker, Shawn. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, or Sasha and Bayley. I'm telling you, this match rocks, but Shawn and Kurt are winning. And we're in the final 4 here, the final 4 matches. No, this is the semifinal. Final 4 matches are left here. Oh man. I'll go Shawn and Kurt. I'm gonna go Bret and Stone Cold. So this is how the tournament has landed. Shawn and Kurt is an unbelievably good match, but I'm gonna give it to Bret and Stone Cold. I'm telling you, this match, is so fucking good. It was before my time. And it's like one of those matches where like I went back to watch it. Like, oh, let me experience this. And I was like in tears with how good that was. And I couldn't believe that I missed this match when it originally aired, when it happened, and that I was too young to even really comprehend what was going on. But then I got older and I went back and watched this match and I realized, oh my God, this is a masterpiece, a literal masterpiece of professional wrestling. So I'm going to go with Bret and Stone Cold. And oh man, that ends the video. That is a long one. Woo! I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Get out of here. This video is already long enough.